Excuse me. Then the last free. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another review for you all. I know I've been doing reviews pretty consistently on my channel recently, but to be honest, there's just been a lot of releases kind of just boop, 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 happening one after the other, so it just kind of comes with the time of the year, nature of the beast. And today we are going to be discussing the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. Now, you guys know I am only a recent convert to Huda Beauty. I've been kind of like, not sure what I'm feeling on her. And then I got her Rose Gold Remastered, her Desert Dust, did a review on those. Then I also got her those little mini Obsessions gemstone ones. I got a review on those too. We'll leave it linked down below if you're interested. And my experience thus far have been pretty dang positive. I went into it wanting to be like, I'm gonna tear her a new one, I'm gonna drag these palettes, and it didn't happen. And I will admit, when I saw this one finally frackin' announced, I was like, ooh, baby, those are my colors. Obviously, it's what I'm wearing on my peepers today. I started off with this Bear shade, then went into Tease, then went into Love Bite, did a little bit of Spanked on the lower lash line. Then I used, what is this one called? Daydream on the inner area, and then I used Crave as my inner highlight. This palette is gonna run you $65, which is like, whew. I tell you, the palette upcharge recently on a lot of things has just been not cool. I am not completely sure if it is limited edition or not. If it follows kind of the same train as Huda's other palette, it's gonna be limited edition, then not, then again, then not. But if I remember correctly, I don't remember it saying limited edition on the Sephora site, which is where I purchased mine. You are getting 18 shades, and what it says completely on the back, 18 eyeshadows and 5 ready to layer textures. 10 buttery mattes, 4 multi-reflective shadows, 2 pressed glitters, and 1 pressed pearl, and 1 concealer base. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about it. That's the only thing that I'm kind of not okay with this palette right now, is that it's got this oh, yep, there we go. Which is only kind of my personal thing, because I hate having things that aren't powders with other powders, but it is kind of nice considering the fact that usually with shades like these, and we've discussed this with Huda's shimmer glitter formula before, you gotta put something down first. And you are getting a total of 19.7 grams. We can discuss for just a moment before we get into them swatches the packaging. It arrives in this beautiful, whitey, creamy acrylic with the pink going on there. I mean, it's just stunning. You open it up and you get the shiny reflectiveness all going on here. And then you open that up and the cute little plastic card sleevey thing going on is this. I mean, say what you will about her, but she at least knows how to create really standout packaging. But enough of that, let's get into swatching, then we'll discuss how I feel about the palette, and let's just do it. Brought you all in closer, so we are just gonna go right on through this. We'll discuss texture, because that seems to be her thing, but we'll discuss how the texture actually is. So we're just gonna go probably boop, 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 and I mean the concealer shade is just, oh, it's already got stuff in it. I mean, it's just a tacky concealer going on right there. Right now that's out of the way, we have Bear going on here, which is just gonna be your usual setting shade. Then we have Crave, which feel kind of funky, and if you look, let me swatch these first. We've got Bear going on there, and look at that, high shiny bling bling. But if you look up close on these shimmers, can you see how they're marbleized and they've got different tones in them? I thought that was cool. Okay, then we have Play right here, which is kind of a peachy whatever. Then we have Fantasy. Then Love Bite. I will say, the mattes feel so smooth on my little finger. And then there's, oh, that's such a pretty shade. And then we have this right here. and this right there. Then down here we've got Spanked, which is what I have on my lower lash line. Then we have Lace, which feels maybe a little bit grittier than the other ones. And then Daydream, which is what I put on this area here. I always forget, like, I'm like, oh, I'm swatching today, and I'm like, oh, but wear long sleeves, it'll be great. So we got this right here, and that right there, and this right here. Next up is Tickle right here. Then we're getting into like the glitter shades. Oh my goodness. Her glitter shades, you guys know I had a problem with that one in the Desert Dusk palette, because it's just kind of like a crumbly, whatevery, fall outy mess. We got this here. Then here's the, oh my goodness, because it's just glitter. It's just, I mean, it's just glitter. It's not gonna like, oh my goodness. I wish you wouldn't include the glitter. It's just like not my, like I love glitter, don't get me wrong, but like I just, yeah. Then we have Kinky right here, which is just kind of like, that must be that pressed pearl shade. Then we already did the concealer. We have Secret and Tease. Hopefully we got enough room going on here. See that? That's pretty. That's what I'm talking about. You could like turn the color scheme of these into that. That would be fantastic. Then the last three are going to be Raw, Charmed, and Teddy. We'll have them. There's enough room going on right here. That one's so pretty. Alright, so here we have the shades going on here. Maybe, oh, maybe I could let, no. We'll just talk about the glitters in the hole. I'm like, maybe I could put that concealer down and that would show them better, but I don't feel like dealing with it. But just looking on like this. Now that we have done all them swatchiness, let me get this makeup remover wipe and hopefully remove all of this from my whatever. And then we'll have fun talking about the palette. That sound like a plan? And now there's gonna be like red berry tone glitter all over me until I take a shower. Oh, the things we do for beauty. Alright, now that we have swatched, let's talk. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. I ain't gonna say whatever. I love this thing. I really, really do. And my main love, the main thing that I'm just like, yes. Firstly, I love the shimmer to matte ratio, because you guys know every single eyeshadow palette review I do, it's all like mattes are the backbone of a good palette. And this palette has like the best backbone that I've ever tested. You get 10. And now in an 18 shade palette, that's kind of like, not so many, but because, you know, you're getting like the pearl and then the whatever these are and then the whatever those are, it's kind of like, okay, all right. But the 10 that you're getting are basically matte perfection. And I don't say this lightly because I have a very big experience with mattes. I've got my Viseart, I've got my Sugar Pill. I really love the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette with the mattes. But the mattes in here were just so easy to use, and they were like perfectly pigmented. Like, I started off with just that, like, that lace shade. Didn't take me long at all to just build that up and get the exact color I wanted. Blend it out perfectly. I mean, just how these mattes performed and how they blended out and they smoothed and they didn't muddy, and the pigment and the color and everything was just, it was everything I could have wanted in a matte shadow. Not to mention that the color spectrum is totally my thing. And I will say this now. Obviously, this is like new nudes. It isn't like normal nudes. It is very pink and very berry toned. So if you don't like the nudes with the like pink mauvey berry undertones, this is not the neutral palette for you. I do really enjoy the four, whatever these are, what you call them, multi-reflective shadows. I really like those. And one unique thing, because they've got like all the different little whatever going on in there, they do kind of have this like multi-shifty, not all the same. Like when you would put like just a normal shimmer on your eye, you're like, oh, it's kind of like whatever here, that's like whatever over here. It just kind of gives this like multi-dimensional finish. Pressed pearl, whatever shade here, passed the in the crease test for me. Now the only thing that I have kind of an issue with, which was the only thing I had kind of an issue with in the Desert Dusk palette, y'all saw this coming, are these. They're not the best, and they're not the worst. Yes, you can put down like a glitter glue and all of whatever, and you can have like all that going on. But I wish that she would have just taken those two glitter shades, which are always the ones that I have issues with. They fall out, they go everywhere. It's just, I mean, it's not necessarily a problem with her formula. It's just kind of like the nature of the beast with glitter. It does not behave well. And so I wish that she would have taken those two glitter shades and given us mattes, or have turned them into one of these multi whatever shimmers, or even given us 3 crushed pearls going on. Because honestly, 9 times out of 10, I'm just not going to reach for those. I don't mess with the one in the Desert Dusk. I don't mess with these. Maybe I'm not artistically enough inclined to appreciate them. But it is just kind of my opinion, because, you know, everything's opinion based. I do like the fact that you do have the concealer going on here, because if you want any of these ones to like really pop, if you want to mess with the glitter glue, you can just kind of do that and cut the crease or do whatever it is you're going to do and then apply it like that. That makes them pop a little bit extra. I kind of wish it had just been another matte, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I understand with the multi-dimensional whatevers, it kind of makes sense that it's in there. And if you're going to use it to apply them eyeshadows, I guess it doesn't matter that it gets eyeshadow in it. But all in all, in the end, despite the 2 glitter shades, I feel like 16 out of the 18 hits is kind of like good. The rest of this palette is just absolutely beautiful. I cannot emphasize how much I love those mattes. They were literally just perfection. Like, I really liked the mattes in her rose gold and her Desert Dusk and her little obsessions, but these are like one step above. They were just, I was blending it and just like, I am so beautiful. It is amazing. Just absolutely loved and highly recommend. This thing is gorgeous. So there was that review. I kind of expected that I was going to like it because I like the other ones, but I just keep going back to those mattes. And if if 2019 does not bring me an all matte palette from Huda Beauty, I'm going to be very upset, because she needs to make this formula. Take the formula of the mattes in here. Give us an 18 shadow palette that is all mattes. Definitely let me know what you guys think about this palette. If you're planning on picking it up, if you have it and you love it, you have it and you hate it. And obviously if you have it and you love it, let me know how you use those glitter shades, because maybe I'm just not artistically inclined enough. I don't know. They just annoy me. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And as always, keep it real. Mwah!